Jesus.
Old school Willy Wonka, not the new
Yeah,
one
really.
either. Willy Wonka. Okay.
Hi.
Here we go. Okay. All right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Do not
Hi.
adjust your
Here we
dial.
go. Okay. All right. We're gonna start making
Good
you guys
evening,
come up
ladies
with
and
that
gentlemen.
stuff. But what we really
Do
need,
not adjust your
Here
dial.
what we really need,
All right.
we're gonna start making. I'm gonna keep at this forever and ever until I get an answer. What we really need is for your group to have a name forever and ever. How will your group be known? How will you have renown?
All right, look, here's the
How
deal.
will
All right?
you?
We need to get back to civilization for 1 week in game time, not real time, game time. If we get back to civilization for 1 week, at the end of that week, we will have a name. But we cannot come up with a name in the wilderness because it's just us. We need to rub up against people. We need an audience. We need
That's
a
illegal.
public.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fantasy role playing game. Anything's possible.
I mean,
I suddenly feel less comfy. Thank you.
is
I
this
switch.
consenting adult rubbing, or is this? I mean, I'm confused.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
It's a semaphore.
It's a semaphore. She asked for
We're
semaphore.
back to
I gave her
semaphore.
semaphore. So that's the deal. Give us a week in civilization, and we will have a name.
Yes, please. I got some shenanigans I need to do.
Cynthia.
Okay.
Our shenanigans. Anyway.
Shenanigans it is. But there was an earlier request for more monsters. So
Who made that request?
There was no request. I
There
just
was
said
no
that
It was
it
some
was that
Kaliak.
kind of a week.
It was some
We have
Kaliak.
footage. There was no request.
I said I wanted to punch something or hit something. I didn't say I needed to punch more monsters. But that's fine. I have 2 axes, and I'm ready to cleave them in 2. And if I don't, and if I die cleaving them in 2, at least I will take some of them with me.
There you go.
Remember
one
to
shot.
stay in one piece.
That's right.
Stay in one piece, and the Mushroom Man will find a way to bring us back.
I'm thinking that maybe if you want to just punch some player characters, I can hold someone for you. Just tell me.
I
I'd
learned
go for
my
that.
lesson. I'm good.
Got to catch me first.
Oh, you know.
So,
all right.
Anyway,
previously on the Gardens of Inan,
Yes, welcome back. Everyone should be fit and rested and ready to go. During the last session, you had continued down to the lower level towards into and around the kitchen area and the storage shelves and things like that, where you discovered an entire swarm of rats that you could see their brains.
yeah.
the brain
And
rats.
Yeah.
when the brain rats all got together, they seemed to be able to do things. Along with them were some cult members. Those cult members took a beating from you, and it took quite a while for you to put them down. A little bit longer fight than you're used to. They were a little bit tougher. So once you finished that, you thought there was a vision of something using the site.
Yep.
Charged down the corridor to the doors at the end and found nothing. Upon finding nothing, you decided the best course of action was to retreat and hole up where you could do a long rest. So everyone should have all of their spells and abilities back. I believe everyone should have been healed up to full.
Yep.
We did that last time.
Yep.
Everyone can add 800 experience points on for their character.
That puts us up to 4,200 for most of us, right?
Yeah. I'm at 41, but I was a little behind.
Yep. Cool.
800 is correct, and I drawing a blank on how much you need to get to the next level.
65.
63.
Total
Okay.
6,500 to hit
12.
next level.
12. We needed 12.
So I need 2,400. I need 2,400, and then I'm at level 5.
All right. So we've got a ways to go.
Yeah, this is one of those benchmark ones.
Whilst resting, Thea broke out her spectacles and was studying the book that she had recovered from the underwater hideout in the mushroom grove. The answer to your question, as far as did you learn anything, is challenging. The book itself, as you're reading it, really describes sort of the day-to-day goings on of life and working in this, essentially what at the time was a spa, a place to rest and relax. It was not necessarily public, although there were some folks that used it that way. It was still something that was in progress. The writings are journal entry style, including many loving description of the boyfriend who gave this person a ring and told her to wait because that ring would keep her safe and he would come back for her.
Did it say how it kept her safe?
It does not.
Very badly, judging by the state of her body when we found her.
If it
Did it
shows
say
up,
anything
period.
about the anklet?
No. It does, however, discuss different varying religious services. The two key religions there were about balance, aka the Golden Circle, and the Dreaming Goddess was very popular there. Although this would date this book as significantly older because the Dreaming Goddess has all but disappeared. Her status in many places has gone to cult level. Like people kind of look at you funny and say, "Who?"
A quaint. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're one of those.
The final entry is written, I hold on to my ring. It will keep me safe. I am going to hide. The stilt walkers are here. The Crimson Crescent is coming for us.
Interesting.
I love that story.
So, you're all rested. What is your intended direction now?
Back down, continue clearing out the cellar.
Okay. So what we are going to do is make sure I have this copied and put that into the chat window. Before everyone goes there, you head back down into the lower level and you come up to the large closed double doors where you stopped. Everything else is, relatively speaking, the same.
I'd like to use the site because if something was moving around where I could see it in the site, I want to make sure it's not lurking right now.
Okay. You stop, you refocus, and as you do that, things look a little wobbly, if that makes sense. There's just a little tremor, but then it goes away.
Wobbly like under the temple before?
Maybe a little,
The universe is a little loose.
perhaps.
I don't like this. I'm just gonna have my rod up and ready because I don't like any of this right now.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Dundon, please give me a perception roll and feel free to add an extra 2 on that because you're a dwarf.
Huzzah. 16.
He says wobbly, or she says wobbly, and you're kind of like, I don't get it. So you put a hand on the wall, and there was something there, almost like a very, very distant aftershock.
Like a
It's
tremor.
A tremor, a thing that you've encountered it, but that felt so distant that no miner would worry about that ever.
Okay.
And there you are at the doors.
Wibbly wobbly.
Can I affirm or suggest something from a player standpoint, not from a character standpoint? Unless Eric says specifically, you all hear this, or you all know this,
Yes.
or you all have seen this thing, assume that your character is the only person that knows that, unless you decide to tell the rest of the party so the rest of us can act accordingly. Is that cool?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely.
I'll share that information with everyone.
Thank you.
What? Azathan, are you smoking your mushrooms again?
Just eating them.
He's done this before.
What have we told you about not sharing?
All right. Elspeth, please keep an eye on this phenomenon. And if it changes or grows more intense as we delve deeper into these catacombs, do let us know, won't you?
Oh, I was planning on it, yes.
Lovely. Thea, would you... these are big double doors, you say, Eric?
Big double doors.
Filiki, Dundon, would you do the honors?
Why don't we have Thea check for traps?
On big double doors?
What
Fine.
What could go wrong?
I'm standing in the back. I don't have the hit
Doors.
points to take anything.
Traps.
So
Have you not seen what we've been up against here?
Let me ask you something there, Dundon. When we go back into town and we're going through a bathhouse, are you going to have Thea check for traps on every freaking door we go through?
Well, it depends on
Maybe.
how much we piss off the town.
Yeah, depending on how much depending on how much Thea pisses off the town, and
Hey!
depending on whether or not the town is located in a dungeon.
Very well. Thea, would you do the honors of gracing these doors with your perusal and letting us know if there are any imminent hazards to be addressed?
Oh dear. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be much help. I got natural one.
See, she found no. Hey. All we know is she didn't find any traps, so
Yep.
it's clean. So Dundon, Faliki, if you would be so kind.
With absolute confidence. There's nothing here at all.
After you.
Dundon's gonna walk up and just boot the door open.
School for the Gifted, they pull.
Dundon's gonna fall on his ass and say, "Damn
Damn
it!"
it.
Oh, that's what that tremor was.
I'm not sure Faliki's not
Someone
sitting
pulling
there
into
kind of
the-
watching like, what the hell is going on?
I don't know what they're doing, Faliki.
If I only had a
Oh.
brain.
Yeah.
Had that work.
So, shall we try again?
I'll stand up and open one of the doors.
No, not that one. We want the other one.
Belgar will give you a hand up and say, that didn't go so well, did it?
After you,
Asking
Belgar.
for it.
After you.
I have every confidence in you, old man. Carry on. You're doing wonderfully. Definitely.
We're
It's
never going to
hold while
get
the
anywhere.
Yes.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Stymied,
It's Dungeons and
stymied by a door.
Well, in our last episode, we walked through a door.
It was riveting. Riveting.
May or may not have been trapped.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
So is Dundon able to open the door, GM?
He is indeed. You pull it. It's actually, once you've figured out that it's a pull door,
It opens.
it swivels with absolute precision. It is wonderful. Dwarven made, balanced.
I will take a moment to give it the requisite appreciation.
And it opens onto a small stone platform with steps that descend to another small stone platform and a few more steps. And eventually the steps lead to water. There, and that is where our map is. So if you jump to the map, much like Dora the Explorer, map.
Interesting.
Don't forget to rename your characters.
I am the giant diseased rat.
I'm sorry, what did I miss?
Not everyone's names made it.
Hey, at least the software is working this time.
There we go. Thea, would you do the honors of investigating the boats?
Sure. Oh, I am not hot on my rolls today. I got a 2 plus. I have an 8.
So
Fine.
basically, doors don't need to be checked, but boats do.
No, I was looking for stuff. If anybody's going to find stuff, it's going to be Thea.
Oh,
No,
No, I did not think the boats were trapped, Dundon.
hey. I mean,
Oh, wait, so then I'm at
why-
7.
Why lose the process?
Math is hard.
So does he find anything in the boats,
It's your
OGM?
favorite number. No. Oh, okay.
do me a favor, Thea, just because. I mean, your rolls have been absolutely terrible. I need you to just make a dexterity check for me, please.
Oh shit. She's gonna face plant right into the water.
She's gonna fall right in.
No, I got, let's see, 18. Do I do plus my dexterity?
Yes.
Oh, then I'm good. I got 24.
Okay. So
Slow start. Got it.
First.
you don't have any trouble bounding around in these slick boats, but you don't really find anything of value or note. They look like they have been parked here quite carefully. The rope is actually wrapped around a rock so that they don't float away. There is space in there. These will pretty easily fit 3 people each.
How convenient.
With supplies. And it looks as though there's in all of the other things you've seen mold and dust and layers of things that make you believe that things have been sitting here abandoned for a long time. These boats in particular do not give you that impression.
Is it like the rooms, those 3 rooms that we saw those goodies in, where it was like pristine?
No.
Those were pristine because they were magical.
Oh, okay.
These are just relatively clean, but as you start to really examine those sort of things, give me perception.
11.
Not so much. Okay.
Are there oars or poles in the boats?
There are 2 paddles in each and 1 pole.
And as far as the age of these things, clearly these are newer than the building itself. Is there any indication that it's been here for months or years, or is it days or hours?
You can do the perception roll this time.
Can I make an investigation roll instead?
Yes.
Outstanding.
I was thinking along similar lines. Can I assist?
Sure.
Nat 20.
Woo! Thea's rummaging under the seats trying to find extra snacks and coming up empty. And you look at the front prow and say, oh, look, there's the sigil of the Crimson Crescent.
This is where the 4 boys that we encountered earlier got in on. Got it.
But with that roll, you also notice because you specifically were asking about it and looking for it, the end of the pole, there's one end specifically that's actually capped and bound. And it looks like it took a bit of a beating.
Captain bound with metal?
Yes.
Okay. Iron?
Like it's a thing that you would pull with, but the end, it was wood. They didn't want it to splinter.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
the end of it is capped, and they have a band around it, and it looks like it took a beating.
It has seen some action.
Does
Okay.
it look like it
Is
was
it-
hitting? Yeah, never mind.
Is it the kind of beating that is from, say, I had to whack something with this, or I was using this to help propel?
We're using this to fend off rocks, perhaps, or something along those lines.
Whirlpool.
Could be any of those things. The edges, just below the waterline, you can see there are some scrape marks along the edges of the boat. These have clearly seen use, but they are solid. They are well made, and they're in absolutely fine condition to use.
Okay.
I guess we get in.
Well, no. Eric,
Oh, your roll there, buddy.
slow your roll, pal. Without the use of a map, have we explored all of the basement area of this spa?
Yes.
So we have effectively explored this spa area, top
Yes.
and bottom. Okay.
This link here, and the height of the roof here is probably you're gonna guess at about 20-ish feet. It feels like you're moving away from where the spa is. But in the distance, as you look across, the edge of the light reaches across the water. You notice 2 other things. One, that the water is turbulent is a strong word. There are ripples. It's moving.
Okay.
And 2, you can across the way see that there are other steps that are partially submerged, much like the steps where you are. Flowing water, not a ripple of, oh, look,
Okay.
something swam by.
Okay. In this case, then, Elspeth, you're absolutely correct. We should definitely get in and make our way. There's only one direction to go, right, Eric?
Well, as you stretch out to the end of the boat and you look a little further, let's do this. You can see there is a little bit of a waterfall where water is dropping down into the area where you are, off to your left as you're facing it. Although going up the waterfall would be challenging.
Okay.
Ooh, I just had a thought. Sorry, you all piled into the boats?
Yes.
The boats are part of the map. They're not a token.
Well,
Crap.
you know, we've fine. It's fine.
We understand.
We were trying to articulate that we were getting in the boats. These are the boats. These are the groups, and we'll move on from here. So,
Yeah.
Fail.
shall we?
Fail.
Shall we continue to investigate these stair areas and see what else is in this complex?
We either go straight across or we cut the corner and go to the side.
Let's go straight across.
I agree. Yeah, let's go across.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh. So the boats magically go with you, right?
Yes.
Bloop.
I'm gonna make a note of the boat tokens for next time.
Some general, maybe a cut scene of the boats going across the water. Little movie. Ooh, pretty.
So as you get up onto the stairs, this area looks as though it matches in time the spa. Dundon, you recognize right away this is a Dwarven make. This is something that you believe they were probably trying to build out this way. Just the look of it, it looks to you like they were trying to build out this way. Those stairs don't look like it was intended to have water there.
And that was what I was wondering. If for some reason the waterfall and the water coming in was filling up an area that was previously not underwater.
That's really the feeling that you get from this.
Can I tell just by looking how deep the water is? Like, we can see the steps go down several, but is the floor just past the last step we can see, or?
It's a little too dark to tell.
How much?
Go ahead.
How much of the rods used with the poles were appeared to have been previously damp? That might have given us an indication of how deep they've gone.
They've been dry enough, long enough that you can't really tell.
Okay.
No water stains?
Not really, no. It's a good thought, though.
Take a pebble from the debris on the ground, cast a light spell on it, toss it into the water.
Ooh, you are so clever. And it goes, and it goes, and it does eventually stop.
Damn.
You're going to guess there's something happened in the middle of this area, perhaps like a sinkhole. You're because you can see when the light goes down, you kind of see the ripple edge of a crater's not the right word, but a hole with that sort of broken edge, and it drops and it sinks and it stops. You're probably 60 or 80 feet down.
So is there anything above that looks like it may have broken off to cause the damage, like a stalactite or
There are a number of stalactites, but none of them that big.
anything missing?
Make a roll.
Natural 20.
Dude,
You
clearly we've leached Thea's luck.
you look and you think, A, there's nothing there of that size that would do that kind of damage. But B, the formations here, something about them don't look right. You can't.
They don't look
quite-
natural.
What's that?
They don't look natural.
Yeah, they that's the thing that's really jarring to your mind is when you look at them, they do look natural, but then it's just not right. That's the pattern is wrong. Something about this doesn't work right. Um, let me,
The
as you
uncanny
continue to
valley.
stare, you do think there's a handful of these that just you're like that's just wrong. That they would never form that way. This
Okay.
is clearly something's wrong.
We can return to this. Shall we press forward and see? Are those steps to the bottom right, and is there a corridor to the top right?
So there are two statues, dwarves.
Do I recognize them?
You do not, but
Can Thea
they
steal
would.
them?
They're large stone statues, and they have. And now I'm drawing a blank on the clan, the Lost Clan. They have that symbol.
Oh. I'm going to share that background information.
Wasn't it the Lost Doors are the ones who had the whole spawn to begin with? Is that what I'm remembering?
Right. Now, the other aspect of this, as you're casting your memory back, does anyone remember why you found the spa to begin with?
Because they were looking for some dude
The
was looking for
dragon.
dude was looking for a path to bypass the pass into the other country, and he came upon this place and got burned or steamed by the dragon statue out front.
Right. So
Oh, this is the passage.
Could be.
he may not have been wrong.
Which direction is the other country we're looking for?
East. Or
East.
west. Sorry, west.
West. What direction is where are we right now? Because I have keen mind. I know which way is north. I always know where north is.
Okay. And you would be able to bounce this off of Dundon as well.
Mm-hmm.
The where you're standing is actually south and west of where you came in.
All right.
Where this water appears to flow away. So between you have the two stairs that come down, but the space in between them, the water continues to flow in that direction. So that continues south and west. So it is entirely possible that this continues in that direction. You don't have any idea how far. Elspeth, you have a it's not heraldry knowledge of
I mean, I have history.
Feel free to
sure.
describe the area of knowledge you're talking about, Eric.
You knew politics and history and
Genealogy and
that sort of thing, noble families.
Yeah.
That sort of
Yeah.
do a roll.
Do the thing.
Cool.
You can do it.
By the way,
11.
Not that thing.
You can do it.
By the way, Eric,
Yes.
it's the Stone Skin clan.
The Stoneskins. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dave.
So yes, these were statues of or from the Stoneskin clan, and you're thinking that perhaps there's some kind of connection here, because they were known. The Stoneskins were known before they disappeared to be on both sides of the mountain range.
Nice.
So you may have bought the passage from old Ned for $4 or whatever it was.
So old Ned was onto something. But
He
then
was.
again, if the Stone Clan was here, why are they
Why
gone?
are they now?
Perhaps if we continue exploring, those answers shall be made known to us.
Oh, you're such a wonderful man.
What I'm curious about is why is the Crimson Crescent here?
What
Well,
I'm
because
curious about is why is the knowledgeable God of knowledge scholar the one driving the party forward while everyone else is sitting here going, I wonder. It could be all of these things. Onward, boys. Onward.
It's because you're the adult of the group.
Hey.
He's not wrong.
No, wait, I'll accept that. Yeah.
That's why.
All right.
Children, on with the school trip.
So if we continue, Eric, if we continue through the passageway through the stone statues of these stone skin
Warriors. Yes.
What direction did you say we were traveling? South and west?
So your direction sense for underground, as you've sort of come down and turned back around, you're actually headed sort of
Northeast.
This over here is sort of back towards the east a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
And the walls here do look like they were in process, if that makes sense.
Are they damaged or are they just not completed?
It's a little bit of age and a little bit of incomplete. It's sort of a combo of it wasn't all the way there, and when it didn't get all the way stacked correctly, some of them have collapsed over time.
Okay.
There's no specific, like, there was no battle damage looking, it's not like some other giant boulder smashed into it or something like that.
Or dragon or thing of that nature.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
This up here looks like a doorway.
Yeah, but about that.
Where are we talking about?
In front of Thea and Dundon here. There looks to be something like a doorway.
We are going to hold off for just a moment.
Pause for commercial break.
Because I need to zoom in. There we go. Remember how you didn't think that things looked quite natural?
Oh, no.
Oh, what is that falling
What
on
is
my head?
that? What is that?
Oh,
you're hitting me in the
fuck
temple.
you.
Fucking piercers. God damn it.
Don't ruin the surprise.
I've read the monster manual.
This is old school.
I may or may not already have piercings. I don't need any more.
Yes, well,
on me.
let's see. Let's see how the 20-siders work for me today. Thea, what's your armor class?
18.
And woo! One of the not natural looking stalactites drops and crashes to the floor next to you.
Yeah, we'll come back to it, Dave.
And Dundon, yours drops right next to you. It misses as well, which is sad because they've been waiting all this time while you've been standing around yammering. Azthan, what's your armor class? I'm sorry, what? I think you just said you took a piercer to the head.
No, he didn't. I'm about to.
Yes, you are, because your armor class doesn't really matter.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I rolled a nat 20 on you.
Ow.
Oh, and I don't have mage armor up.
You're correct. You do not. So poor dear. Let's see. Per 10
She's
feet
done
fallen.
so well.
Woo, Azathan, you take 9. Yes. Owie, how many hit points does Elsbeth have?
A total 15.
Not so much.
Not anymore.
Elsbeth now has 2. This thing pins you to the floor.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm gonna consider myself prone.
So,
She screams loudly.
Someone please heal her before she brings the rest of the ceiling down on us.
Hey, GM, do you just want us to call out, or do you want us to go in order?
So there's no real, go ahead and call it out, because these things that missed basically they're laying on the floor making squelchy squishy noises, emitting a terrible smell, and sort of doing that whole inchworm crawl away thing.
Okay.
Can
Feliki,
Do you
Feliki,
know
pull
you
back.
can eat those?
Feliki, pull back Azathan. Belgar will pull back Elspeth. Dundon, Thea, dispatch these vile things.
But can I feed one and keep one as a pet?
No, you may not. Kill it now, please. I'm begging you.
You can eat them.
All right.
No, actually, you can't. They're excreting this oily thing. It's really kind of gross. They're basically making squishy farty noises as they're trying to get away.
Well, yeah, but you don't smash them before you eat them. I'm saying if you pry them off, you can eat them.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you.
All right, I'm taking both axes to the one that's squelching its way away from me,
And you destroy it. It's laying there. It's not a fighter.
It's
It's
a
an
lover,
ambush
not
predator.
a fighter.
It's an
And then-
ambush eater. And the one with Elsbeth is definitely trying to eat her. The little mouth is digging in.
Belgar pulls her away from the thing if he can.
It's actually attached to her. It's stuck in her. You're gonna have to.
Then Belgar will pummel it with his mace, I suppose.
I am trying to sapping sting this thing to make it not move.
It's
Dundon, can you kill mine?
it's
I don't
not
want to get my
really
blades
moving.
dirty.
It's just basically it's got a hole in you and it's trying to eat. It's not really moving.
I'm trying to hurt it as well. This thing does damage.
Okay, Eric, can I remove
Yes.
it from Elspeth's body and toss it aside?
Yes, she stops taking damage. There you
Okay.
go.
Very good.
because
Um,
I've been requested to kill Thea's piercer because she doesn't want to get her blades dirty.
yes,
So
absolutely.
I will kill that one and the post Elsbeth piercer as well.
Azathan, what do you got? This thing's still trying to eat you.
Feliki can help.
Okay. So
Ow.
Wait, how does that work? Why is he eating necrotic?
Are you
Because
trying
he-
to tell us you're dead?
it's gonna die. Okay. Okay. So
I'm gonna
you
clean off my axes.
you successfully destroy them.
Ow.
Yeah, I got you, boo. Hang on.
Ow.
God.
I'm going to take a look up above in the general vicinity to see if I see any more of these unnatural little suckers hanging around.
You do indeed. However, None of them look like they're looking to drop on you right now. They are kind of squishing their way away towards the door.
The door that we're headed towards, or
Yep.
oh,
Ooh,
Okay.
it's a party.
Point of order. Elspeth, you get back 10 points of damage.
Oh, thank you.
GM, is the distance from us to these droppy things about the same as the distance that could be handled by that pole from the boats?
Good thought, but no, they're a little further away than that. They had a pretty good drop on you.
Okay.
how are they looking for being hit with a arrow?
They look like stone.
Could it dislodge them?
Maybe.
If
How
they're
far away are they?
squishing away from us, are they
Very
gelatinous or are they stony?
They're like a crust with little grippy feet.
Stony Carabus with a squishy inside.
They're friggin' turbo snails, is what they are.
That would have been
Within
an awesome
30
pet.
feet of me.
I told you could eat them.
Ah,
Throw an axe. Knock them down.
I'm not gonna throw.
Are they within
my
30
axe.
feet of me?
Ballpark 25, 30.
No,
Cool.
nice.
I'm just gonna start sapping, stinging each one.
Zip, 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 zip,
I'd
zip.
like them, whichever ones I can hit to make me con saves.
Okay.
DC 14.
Wow. Absolutely none of them.
Oh, good.
Cool. All of them take. I'm just gonna roll once for fun. 1 necrotic damage, and then they all fall prone.
I don't think they do the prone thing.
Belgar will follow with a word of radiance and deal a d6 radiant damage to all of them.
Yes, they should. It should knock them off the ceiling, so they're gonna hit the ground hard.
Like
They
hit the
all-
ceiling and hit us.
You easily drop a half a dozen of these things, and they all come crashing to the floor and stop moving.
Fucking pieces of shit.
Easy, Elspeth. You're fine. You're fine. You weathered that storm very well.
No,
Imagine if that was a pet. I could sick that on someone, and then they would have to just deal with that. It'd be hilarious.
I was going to say, as it moves 3 inches around to close with the creature you're sick it on.
Okay, well I
They'll
can
just
move it
hang there
around.
waiting.
Yeah, I can just place it there, and then it'll be a surprise.
Yeah, no. The chance that they ever come that way.
The fact that they were making their way towards the room that we were interested in is very disconcerting. Let's all be careful and keep an eye up as we enter said room. Yes?
Should we check for traps?
I leave that up to your good graces, Dundon. You're in charge of doors. So
Oh! I am
You are
the
the doorman.
doorman.
you are the doorman.
After you, good sir.
Oh, no, I insist.
Let me hold the door for you, sir.
I love this. You guys are the best.
Oh,
I haven't asked for a Batman yet.
okay. Thea, do you want to do a cursory at the door? I mean, first off, does the door look like an actual, like the doors we came through, the big wooden doors? Or are they, I mean, because it's
Are they locked?
Dwarven, I'm thinking stone, I'm thinking, what are they?
These actually are wooden doors, which is a relative rarity for dwarves. But they are bound, and they are still solid.
Hmm.
Are they locked?
Although, as you have examined it, it is open just a titch, about that much. Basically enough for these little buggers to squish through should they need to.
Oh. Interesting. I wonder
I'm
if there's
gonna
a
push
whole
the door
bunch
open.
more of them in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna push the door open.
You push the door open, and you see beyond the door a very large, what amounts to a workroom. But where the fire, the round the round pit where the fire would have been is essentially a stalagmite. It's a stone pillar has
Rising up from the ground.
essentially landed there.
Is it actually a stalactite, or
Mike.
is it a squishy thing that kills people from dropping on them?
Well, it's on the floor, so it won't drop on you.
No, I know that, but is it one of those that had previously dropped and now it's stuck?
As a matter of fact, the two of you have walked in.
Aw.
You did look up, right?
Yeah, of course.
No.
That's why I'm still
Yeah.
right at the door.
You looked up.
I did not.
I looked
And
up
Of course you would.
And it doesn't really matter which way you looked.
because that's all we can see is them.
I need you all to make initiative rolls
That thing has
because
teeth.
the stalagmite that has parked itself over the fire pit opens one baleful eye.
Oh my god. What?
Bastard! Natural 20.
And
I got again?
I
It
got a
has-
13.
immensely long tendrils whip forward to grab a hold of you.
But I stayed back here.
Ooh. Oh, that's a terrible initiative. That's awful. Why would we do such a thing?
Give us hope.
Overgrown turbo snail.
Can I feed this one and have it as a pet?
No.
Oh,
Who you said you rolled a Dundon rolled a 20?
I rolled a natural 20.
Woo!
It would be
Okay,
funny.
Belgar, what'd you get?
5.
Okay.
3, no 5. Oh!
Thea, what'd you get?
I got a 19.
Azathan. One more time. Thank you. Elsbeth.
17.
Woohoo!
I feel like we're on the Price is Right.
As long as nobody goes over.
Yeah.
Kaliki, where you at?
14.
All right, so I don't have to keep asking this because I should have written it down. Dundon, what's your AC?
Oh, annoyingly, it's a 16.
Okay. Thea?
18.
Elsbeth?
Currently 11.
Okay. Azathan. You're cutting out on the first syllable, my man. All right.
14. Bob.
Kaliki.
Ah, shit. Hold on.
That's a crappy with AC. Damn.
And Belgar.
15.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to have to go back and watch this, aren't I?
Oh, dear.
Wait, what are we coming up with now?
What's
Armor
your
class?
Armor
AC?
class.
14.
Okay. All right, Dundon, you are first. What do you do?
How far is it from me?
Like 30-ish feet?
And you said it whipped out tendrils?
It did indeed, and they look long and scary.
And So on the map, whereabouts would those stop?
They haven't yet.
Oh,
You're
so
not
they're still
sure.
coming.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Huh. That's annoying. I'm probably going to step forward and chop them in half. Well, you know, the one that's coming towards me. I'm going to
Okay.
give it a shink.
Roll it to hit.
$17. Well. I guess I should add my modifier in there. Yeah.
35.
212. We'll just stick with 17 because I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. Oh, 18. Sorry, +1. All right, I can add.
So you rolled a 17?
I rolled a 17, and the silver axes give me a +1.
Shouldn't you have a strength or an
Strength
attack bonus?
bonus?
in
Well,
there?
Yeah.
okay, so 17, 18, 20, 21.
It's gonna matter.
It's going to matter.
Dude.
22. God help me, my brain.
So, if for future reference, Dave, +5. Add 5 to everything you roll. Okay.
I have a jelly roll. Can I add 5 to that?
Oh, I wish.
No, right.
Yes.
You do hit. What is your damage?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
This is gonna take a while.
Hand axe is D6, right?
yes, it is. But there's 2 of them. So should I do two D6?
No, because you have to hit with the other one.
No bonuses on the other one.
No
For two-handed.
bonuses on the other one. Straight roll.
6.
Okay, you do 6 of damage to it, and that does not stop it.
Yeah, well, I didn't think it was going to. Better up.
Thea,
I don't have anything.
We're not allowed to
distance.
step out of the way.
I don't really have anything of distance.
I was gonna say you can charge it. You can try to run past the tendrils.
Let's go for it. I'm going to charge it and see if I can stab it and then retreat to the corners.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What'd you roll?
A 4?
That ain't gonna do it. Even with an extra +2 for a charge.
In effect, she ran right into it.
Pretty much.
Is it
As you
possible
get-
that when she ran into it, it was going towards her so fast it knocked her down and out of the way?
As you get right up on it, you realize that the eye swivels to you, and directly underneath the eye, this huge mouth goes, and it's all teeth, like more than a shark.
Ugh.
What's my damage?
He hasn't hit you yet.
Give it
Oh.
a minute.
This was your attack. Who's
Oh.
next?
Elsbeth, what do you got?
I don't like this thing at all. I think this is horrifying to look at.
Okay.
So I am going to
Agreed.
about how far away is it from where I am right now?
Is that 5 foot per square?
20, 30, 40. You're just at the edge of 50-ish feet. You're just beyond. So
Yeah,
yes,
looks-
ballpark 5 feet.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. It's in range of almost everything. I don't like this at all. So, lines of heat burn my foes. Scorching ray. I'm going to make 3 attack rolls.
Okay.
This die hates me. A 9 does not hit.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure 20 does.
Just barely.
And a 10 does not.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna need another d6. So the one ray that does hit does... Oh my fucking god.
It's fire against stone. Good choice.
2. I deal 2 fire damage.
Well, you have his attention.
Well, keep it. I don't need it.
Azathan, what do you got?
So the spell.
Go ahead and move your dude on the map.
I got you.
What do we
30-ish.
say? 30-ish, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that didn't work. It's save.
Yay. Go team, go. Go team, go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes a weird gurgly, rumbly, screechy noise and seems to be quite upset. Faliki, what do you got?
Well, it looks like stone.
Yep.
Give me a description again, real quick.
It is essentially, it looks like one of these in the background with one big eye that's now covered in moldy
Like a
mushrooms.
stone pillar.
It's not quite a pillar. It comes to a point, but then it has these big, long tendrils that whip out of it. And it has a big mouth with lots of teeth right in the middle.
All right. It looks like it's stone.
It does look like it is stone, yes.
All right. I set down my other weapons. I reach in my pack while this shit's going on, and I'm going to try to hit. I am
what?
simply hitting it with the crowbar.
You are way
away from
outside.
it.
You're way away from it. You're going
All
to
right.
have to.
I'll pull it out and start working my way through. Next time's fine. It's not me getting eaten.
All right, so a normal move will get you there. If you do a full-on running charge at it, you could absolutely reach it with a full-on running charge, but you would literally have to sprint at it.
You better fucking appreciate me, girl.
I do. I really, really do. You're my favorite.
You better hope I don't fall because I rolled a 4.
That's what I got. We're team
Why I
4.
did not want to do that full tilt.
So that didn't work. But now you're right there where the mouth is, too.
Hey,
Yeah, but I'm
Blakey.
still at least armed and upright, so we'll go again whenever we get around to it.
Okay. Do.
The snack that smiles back.
Grabbed.
No save. Shit.
Grabbed.
Well,
Hey.
it's nice knowing you, Mushroom Boy.
grabbed.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay. Dundon, I need you to roll a 20-sider and add your strength bonus. This is an opposed strength check.
I 22.
Okay, this is the tendril that you hit. You could see the little break mark in it there, and you manage to shake it off of you.
Is it at all susceptible to silver?
No.
Is it a wear tentacle?
No.
It's a wear stalactite.
Jesus Christ, no.
Only by the full moon.
Yeah, it's still
Elsbeth, strength check.
Why?
You brought the furry pillar.
15.
You freak out and break free.
Wow, nice one.
No.
How about?
Azathan, what do you got? Strength check, my man.
Dinner? You have a negative?
It works delightfully well for me as the tentacle snaps you up. You are now grappled. Anything? Let's see. How does that go?
Oh. Grappled. Speed of 0. Ends when grappler is incapacitated or when moved out of grappler's reach by an effect. You can't move.
You're being squishied.
It's basically dragging you towards its mouth.
It's an octopus. More necrotic?
Oh, is that an aura?
Again, what's the target? Yeah, what's the number? Okay, beat it. Okay.
Damn tentacle.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, you
Do
should
that.
come closer.
So
Short. I believe it still falls into the medium range. It's big. Like it'll stuff you in its mouth because that mouth is pretty big. But it's not a giant. It's not nothing that big. Down to Belgar.
Know why Belgar is last? He's standing in amazement. We were all right at the doorway. All we had to do was step back 3 feet and close the fucking doors, and none of this would have happened. He's sitting there going,
You realize that tendril went past you to grab me, right?
Yeah, but it wouldn't if the door was shut.
Just don't. Just don't. All right. Just
You
don't.
guys are a delight.
you know, you don't have to say you told us so in the middle of the battle. You can at least have some tact.
I could. I it's not known for that. I I cast a bless spell on Dundon, Azathan, and myself. That gives you an additional D4 the next time you make a saving throw or do an attack roll. And that's all I'm doing this round.
All right.
Carry on.
Hey, round 2. Back to the top. We're at Dundon.
I'm going to take a slice at that tentacle that's holding Azathan.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that I'm not slicing Azathan. I'm going to not the part that's wrapped, but yeah.
Don't roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1.
Wait, I thought you were blind.
I have a plan so cunning you could pin a tail on it and call it a weasel. So would I add an additional 4, Dave? You said
5, old man.
So that's
I
your
know
normal
I
five.
have to add 5 to my roll, but you
What?
just gave me some sort of
an extra D4. So you roll a D4 along with the dice.
Let me roll my D4. I will roll my D4. That sucks. So,
Staying alive. Staying alive.
I went there with you. I went there with you.
19.
That's
You
beautiful.
clang off of that tendril like it's a rock. Pling!
Damn.
All right. Why did that one clang and the other ones went slice?
Because you hit a 20.
I'm sorry. The 19 wasn't good enough?
Nope.
That's what he's saying, Dave. That's
Saving
exactly what he's
throws.
saying.
We run.
I say we close the doors and cut our losses.
Little late for that.
He says as 3 of them are already on their way into the maw. But shut the door. Cut the losses.
Oh. Is
It's like
Thea
a
next?
month, dude.
I want to see what Thea's going to do next. I really do.
Thea, you are about to get it. What
Or
are
is
you doing?
Elsbeth second? I don't recall.
Thea's up next and then Elsbeth.
We're going to do Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm going to attack it because I am right by it. Wait, am I able to move? Can I go away?
You are able to move. You have not been grappled.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm going to move over here. I move over here, and then can I hit him with Eldritch Blast?
Okay. So you're going to only be able to go half that distance. You get a 5-foot step.
Up.
There you go. And what is the blast? Is that an attack roll? Or do I need to make a attack roll? Where are we at?
Attack roll.
Roll it.
All right. Let's see.
Don't roll a 1.
No, I got 11.
Not going to do it.
I don't like these dice today. They're not very nice.
Clearly, you're going to
They
need
heard
to get
you
some
say
new
you
ones.
bought new dice. That's why.
Elsbeth, what do you got?
Okay. I think this has already gotten way out of hand.
Do we have any spells that could fill its mouth up with nasty foam or something that would kill it?
Unfortunately, no. I prepped that spell.
I think it's a shame that none of you have Fireball yet.
I think it's a shame that Azathan is wrapped up by this thing.
Give me another level. Okay.
I'll let it stuff me in its mouth.
I will, oh dear God almighty. Okay. Elspeth's going to aim her rod in its direction. And what's the ink?
That away.
I wrote bounce of the earth, strengthen, magnify gravity. I'd like it to make me a Constitution save.
How
Okay.
big of a radius is that?
What's the target?
I'm centering the 10-foot
Target
radius.
number. Target
What's
number.
the
Oh,
save
14.
number?
Sorry.
Okay. You cast the spell. Mumble, 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 blast. And there you go.
Did it make it?
Yep.
Okay, hang on. It takes damage. It still takes damage on a successful save. Where is it? Wait, does it get hurt? Fuck, I don't remember.
Okay, let me know where it gets. Azathan.
Yeah.
It sure has. Okay, you can do an opposed strength check to try to get out.
Oh, it takes 5. It takes 5 force damage.
Okay. Well,
Also,
that's a
for
bad
sorry,
plan,
for the
but
record,
okay.
Fleeky and Thea, you both for an instant feel the gravity enhance, and then it just seems to slide away from you, and you're not hurt by the spell.
That's
Thank you.
good. I like that.
I wouldn't want Feliki to increase your gravity, so that's good.
All right. Feliki, what are you doing now?
I'm gonna try swinging again.
Who's in the door?
Batter up.
All right. Since it's literally just a crowbar or rod of steel, what is the? Do I add strength to it or dexterity?
It should be it'll be strength since it's the crowbar. And you
Would be
should
an
still get
improvised
you should still get your melee attack bonus for that. So your whatever your base attack bonus is plus your strength bonus.
Dexterity is 3, strength is 3, plus 3 each.
Right.
So then I hit with 17. If I hit, no.
Does not hit.
Time to go.
Crowbar rebounds off of it. Crap. You guys
Music
are
to
in
my
luck.
ears.
My rolls are terrible. One more shot. Uh-oh. It didn't. Not really. It has
Sonar or whatever.
Blind sense.
it has a perception.
I mean, it lives in the dark.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's probably tremor sense. Fuck.
You're too close, Feliki. It bites you. That mouth goes and latches a hold of you, and does a lot of damage to you.
We're gonna
Okay.
fucking die.
Hey, hey, hey.
Always with the negative vibes, Moriarty.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, I've nearly died once already. And then I'm still young.
Exactly. You can die at least 7 more times today.
A misty morning does not mean
That
Misty
tears
Morning.
into you. It rips and slashes at you. You take 18.
Ooch. That's not very nice.
Belgar, down to you.
invoking the divine light of the god of knowledge, casting guiding bolt upon this creature.
Okay.
With a plus D4 for my bless spell. Azathan, remember, and Dundon, both of you, that plus D4 sticks around for a minute. For every roll you make for a minute, you get that extra D4. So hold on to that.
Hot diggity.
14, 17, 22.
You
to
hit
hit.
it.
All right.
You hit it.
That bless concentration.
I believe
No.
so.
Saving throws and to hit rolls, you said.
That's
No,
what
no.
it applies to. But
yeah,
yes.
no. Is the spell is concentration? Okay.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Sorry. Confused.
23 points of damage.
Woo!
He might have chipped
And-
a tooth.
And Belgar calls out, "Fall back! Fall back now!"
I'm stuck.
You're actually not.
Oh.
It does not have a hold of you.
Oh.
So far, the only one it has a hold of is Azathan.
Yes.
Although it did take a nice chunk out of Faliki.
Yeah, it bit the hell out of her. Okay, back to the top, Dundon.
Is that tentacle near me?
It is indeed. It's looking like it's going to try to wrap you up again.
I'm going to attempt to dissuade it from doing so.
Okay. Roll your to hit.
Add the D4, don't forget.
26.
You hit. Well done.
Hey, thanks. On occasion, I've been known to hit things. Does the D4 go to damage as well?
No.
Ah, well, then just 6.
Okay, you slash into it. It does not fall. See ya. What do you got? What are you doing?
Grab Faliki and run.
I mean, yeah. Can I do that? Can I grab Faliki? Oh, can I throw an acid vial at it as I'm grabbing Faliki and run?
Yes, roll a to hit for a thrown object. Don't roll a 1 because she's standing right there.
I got a 15.
No. You were running and you went, ah! And it's basically splashed on the floor. So you can get, essentially you run sort of the curve and you can get to about there. Elsbeth, what do you got?
Okay, is there a modest-sized rock, maybe about 4 pounds
Yes.
near me? Yes?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Easy to
Elspeth-
find.
Yeah, Elspeth is going to pick that up. Where's my... Oh, it doesn't have a verbal component. Never mind. Yeah, she picks up a rock, holds it up, and it blasts out of her hand straight at this thing, at this monster. I'd like it to make me a dex save.
Okay.
DC 14.
Whack.
You blast this thing, and the top of the cone goes whoop.
So not only is it nasty, it's got a sense of humor.
I missed. I
got-
hate you.
It's got a sense of comedic timing. Oh,
Dude, I've been rolling 1s, 2s, and 4s all night. You needed a saving throw on dexterity, which it gets a penalty at.
I know.
And I rolled a 20.
Okay. For everyone watching at home right now, this is what you do when your GM pisses you off.
It just went whoop. to get it. You are at the mouth. It is about to bite you. Oh, that's probably not a great plan. Okay, here we go. It sucks you in and bites you.
Belgar, can we start putting an ad in the paper for a new botanist?
He has a plan.
It is clearly confused as you only take 9 points of damage. And Faliki, what do you got?
He's
Okay.
now going to use his held action.
Okay, do it.
Oh, dear God.
Ooh. Oops.
Wow.
What creature?
He likes the lizards. He likes the lizards.
A rock lizard.
Huh.
Okay.
I don't see how it can do a saving throw from that.
I think I
Well, it's not exactly a physicsy kind of creature. It has tendrils that snap out to 50 feet. So you have done a substantial amount of damage to it. You have torn the edges of its mouth. Its face hole is wide and gaping.
Sounds like a good
And-
night.
You have done some
Damn.
very bad things to it.
Whew.
Poison ivy over there.
And it fails that one because you're inside it.
how gross is this display? Can I make a con save to avoid throwing up?
So
Sure.
Thursday night is what you're saying. Hot diggity, let's get some.
I'd like to note that this entire encounter is incredibly non-consensual all the way around.
Can I make
No.
a con
Yeah.
save to avoid throwing up, please?
I
Go
mean,
right ahead.
2.
Elizabeth starts to hurl.
well, Elsbeth is throwing up.
Thea, strength check.
Oh,
And Faliki,
is that a
strength
20?
check. Yes, roll a 20-sider and add your strength, please.
it just got shredded in half.
Faliki, do the same.
I got an 18.
No, I'm fucked. I rolled a 4.
Well, it doesn't want to let you go. Thea gets away. Dundon gets away. It's got a hold of you, and it's not letting go. So it wraps up your arms. But yeah, no, it's kind of quivery and doing bad things. It's not. It's trying. It's trying to bite you again, but
It's gagging.
Yeah, it's not being very successful.
Gag reflex.
Down to Belgar.
Once again, invoking the light of the god. Guiding bolt.
So much for pulling back.
Ew.
Were.
21.
You hit.
Stop. Just stop.
We're in too deep.
14 points of damage.
And the next attack has advantage.
Yes, and the next attack has advantage. Thank you.
Oh, and now
Hang
it's
on.
going to do something.
It goes. What little shreds were still holding together around yon lizard just fail. It just goes.
Now it's
And
all
all-
over Faliki. Thank you.
Yes, you are
Thank you
coated.
for bringing me along.
You are coated in nasty. It's just like bleh. You're covered like a lime, like you lit. But all the tendrils drop to the floor.
Interestingly enough, you ran in to save Thea, and she's over by the door.
Hey, I tried to get her.
Hey, Dundon.
And the name of the party suddenly starts crystallizing in Belgar's mind.
Yeah. Is the word hapless? Is it in there?
There's an H word in it, certainly. Yeah.
Hellspawn?
Helpful.
Yeah, that's it. Helpful. That's the one I'm going for.
Yes, the helpful sextet.
All right. Well, now that the room has been cleared,
Has it been? Has
Well,
anyone
let's-
looked up?
you guys did when you first went in.
No, I didn't.
Well,
I
you
did.
Dundon did.
I did, but
Yes.
then my attention was drawn to the mouth of stone.
All right. Cautiously clear the room, looking up, looking around for hazards and perils.
I'll be up in a minute.
Belgar will hold back Elspeth's hair.
Oh, that is so kind of you. So,
I was
are
thinking
these
wiping my
these
face on her cloak? Whatever.
furnaces that are on the ground, or are they just like
It is
like?
essentially there's both piping, and there are places where you could see inside the ring of anvils. You could absolutely see the two places with stone around them are hearths that would have a furnace that would be working there. There's the well. The well would be
What was under the creature?
essentially a fire pit. It's all cracked and broken. It's
Covered in goo.
covered in goo. But one thing that you do notice, and I'm not going to, we're not going to go a whole lot further tonight because we are coming up close on our end time here.
Yeah.
One thing you do notice is that there's a certain little bit of sizzle, and Azathan, you're noticing this. The stuff that you've been, and Faliki as well, the stuff you've been splattered with is starting to burn.
Great.
But you do notice that inside this thing, now that it has blown apart, there's a lot of metal bits. Like, all the other stuff seems to have gone away, but it has a big old chunk of metal stuff that it was keeping inside of itself. Everything else seems to be gone.
Thea?
I can go, I guess,
Sure.
No.
digging.
Let me rephrase. That was not Dave or Belgar. No, that wasn't Belgar. That was Dave. Okay. So Belgar is not inviting you to go dig in there. Dave is saying, why isn't Thea elbow deep in this thing already? My question.
I mean, you're right.
Maybe because it's burning the others.
When has that stopped her before?
All right.
I mean, I guess it would make sense for her to ask, hey, while you guys are in there, anything
useful?
Anything useful? Yeah.
What's that?
Okay,
what's
so
that there?
so basically, this thing was hoarding metal inside of itself.
Not just metal, usefully shaped metal. There are weapons in there.
Hoorah!
So,
As in,
I'm okay now.
so whoever it ate, it kept their weapons.
yep.
I'd
So
be
wait,
interested
is
to see
there-
what sort of dwarven artifacts might be located in the pit of this thing's stomach.
All right. So what we'll do is I will give you the breakdown. I presume you're going to shake down the room.
Yeah.
And we will
Turning-
bring in buckets of water to dilute the acid that's burning our friends.
I
and
was going to
also-
light some of these fire pits.
Okay.
And what, burn our friends?
I will avoid lighting anything at this point.
It's an excellent plan.
Hmm.
Yes.
Eventually. We'll get to it.
So yes, I will push that out to everybody.
All right.
Across.
See, Dave, we did more than open a door. But 2 doors.
And killed a lot of things.
And none
and
of those
nearly
doors
died
were trapped.
twice.
None of those doors were trapped, I will point
And
out.
Elsbeth almost died twice, so we have to up our game.
Fair. Fair.
Well, I didn't expect it to reach me from there.
All right, well, okay, next game, Elspeth is at point. She'll go first.
She'll die.
You can ride the giant lizard.
I thought that was the point.
Wait.
What the hell? I'm
No.
so
Hey.
confused.
All right.
We'll test it out on someone else.
Not this thing.
Okay.
All right.
So before we totally shut everything down, which are we off the air yet?